Tars.Ai, never heard of it. I thought the same until I saw the numbers. While everyone is staring at the usual suspects, something is quietly developing here that could well be the next opportunity. But is Tars.Ai really the next crypto goldmine, as the title suggests? Or just another hype with no substance? In the next few minutes, I'll be taking Tars apart. From the technology and use case, to the tokenomics and even a realistic price target. You'll get a data-driven assessment and evaluation of whether this project deserves a place in your portfolio, or if you should rather give it a miss. The question is, why is no one actually talking about the Tars protocol? It brings together what most coins only promise: artificial intelligence, Web3, and all of it on Solana. And yes, my analysis shows Tars scored 74.5% in the rating. That's more than some top 100 coins. But what exactly is Tars? Imagine a super app that allows developers to easily create AI agents, and all of it directly on the blockchain. Tars isn't just an idea on paper, but an ecosystem with real utility, because it solves a genuine market problem. The transition from Web 2 to Web 3 is technically challenging, but Tars makes it child's play with modular AI tools. Whether it's staking, tokenization, or services, everything runs on a single platform. And the whole thing is on-chain, decentralized, and live. Technically, Tars uses Solana fast and energy efficient. That means fast transactions, minimal costs, and low energy consumption. Perfect for scaling AI use cases. And even better, almost all tokens are already in circulation. There are no hidden unlocks, and the community is growing rapidly. So if you're looking for an altcoin that isn't just about hype but actually delivers real substance, then the Tars protocol is a project you should definitely take a closer look at now. Grab yourself a coffee, leave me a like, and then let's get started. But a quick disclaimer, my channel is not financial advice, it's purely for information. Let's start with the market capitalization. Tars currently has a market capitalization of $100 million. That's a low cap. Meaning, big fluctuations, but also massive upside potential. Pay close attention here. Then the second point, the circulating supply. Out of a maximum of 999 million tokens, 892 million are already in circulation. That's 89%. No massive selling pressure is to be expected here. That naturally reduces the risk. By the way, you can find altcoins like this one on my favorite crypto exchange. So I recommend that you register early, especially for these low cap projects, because not every crypto exchange always has all the altcoins. And if you sign up using my link below in the pinned comment, you'll also get a bonus. A solid 6 here. Now let's move on to the roadmap. New releases every month. Staking is live, artificial intelligence, marketplace live, founded by a research institute. So no stagnation here, they're actually delivering. A strong 7. Next, how strong is the team, actually? The founders are called Paul XU and Joseph Cielan. Blockchain and artificial intelligence, experience is there, but there's little public information. So, only a 6 here for the rating. Next, the narrative. Here, of course, AI meets blockchain, a mega trend, and the whole thing runs on Solana. This is the kind of coin that combines story and technology. A strong 8 here. Next, what problem does Tars actually solve? Web3 is complicated. Tars makes it simple with an all-in-one app for artificial intelligence, tokens, and services. So, another strong 8 here. Next, what about energy efficiency? Solana is extremely energy efficient. Transactions use less electricity than 3 Google searches. Now, let's move on to the investors. On one hand, the Solana Foundation is involved, then Black Dragon, Cypress, and many more. So, there is a great deal of institutional trust. Another strong 8 here as well. Then, who are the competitors? Well, there's Fetch.ai or Singularity, for example. But Tars is the main focus here. AI infrastructure on Solana is extremely strong. By the way, do you want to see the analyses of the competitors? Then have a look in the CNX universe in my playlist. I've got all the analyses there. I also have, among other things, showdowns between different altcoins, for example last time Casper versus Internet Computer. So it's really exciting for you. Take a look, a 6 here. Then marketing. Active on social media, posts with hundreds of thousands of views, good visibility. A strong 7 here. Next, how simple is the idea, actually? Well, the topic is quite complex, but it's explained well and simply. The app is also laid out in an understandable way. By the way, is it clear to you? Did I explain Tars to you in an understandable way? Let me know in the comments. A 7 here. Next, what is Tars' long-term vision? AI research, marketplace, staking system, a clear roadmap, a vision that is also achievable. Attention. Next, does Tars have a max supply? Do they have deflationary effects? They have a fixed limit of 999 million coins, but no inflationary model. So that's a positive. 8. Next, what about the FTV? So, the fully diluted market valuation. It's only slightly above the current state. No hype, no overvalued launch. 9. Next, what about the volume? 10 million daily volume with 100 million market cap. That's very solid liquidity, a strong 8. Next, token distribution. What does that look like? There are no more unlocks here. All private token sales have been bought back. That's extremely good, a strong 8. Next, what about the top coin holders? I haven't found any public data on this, but due to the broad investor base, there isn't the typical whale risk here. A solid 6 here. Next, what is actually the use case of the Tars token? Staking, artificial intelligence services, tokenization, Tars.Ai, which is the token's ticker, is genuinely used within the ecosystem. A strong 8. Then, how strong is the community? They have high engagement on X and on Discord. The community is growing steadily, which is a positive sign. By the way, are you a token holder as well? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. A solid 7 here. Next, what events are still to come, especially this year? Staking is already live. The marketplace for artificial intelligence is already live. There are new releases every month. The news flow remains active. A strong 8. And now we come to the conclusion. With 74.5%, they're in the solid range, not right at the top, but not at the bottom either. They have a strong foundation, a big vision, and real use cases. Here you can also see how they rank on my CNX ranking list. They are attractively valued. This is a true low cap with only millions in market cap, but already part of a functioning ecosystem. Artificial intelligence and Web3 combined with Solana's technology, it's fast, scalable, and energy efficient. 89% of the tokens are already in circulation, so there's no risk of a sudden unlock. That's quite rare at such an early market stage for an altcoin. The roadmap is active, the community is growing, and the platform has real use cases, such as the Tars marketplace, the artificial intelligence marketplace for modular agendas. And here's the thing, there's hardly any competition, at least within the Solana ecosystem. That's an underestimated narrative. The whole thing is backed by the Solana Foundation and top VCs, which is also extremely important. The coin is real and the use case is tangible, and the window for early movers is still open. And by the way, if you want to know whether I hold this in my personal portfolio, here's a bit of self-promotion. I recommend my ZENQX Elite. On the one hand, you'll get access and insight into my personal portfolio and my watch list. Which altcoins am I currently keeping an eye on? Which ones am I planning to buy soon? I'll link all the information for you in the pinned comment, and right now there's still a 30% discount, so don't miss out. But where could the price go from here? What is realistic? What would be bold? And what if we think ahead to the end of the next decade? Let's start with the bear case. Tars remains a niche project. The overall market grows only slowly and adoption drags on. In this scenario, Tars would hardly move, maybe gaining 16 cents or less, but far from any massive profit. But even here, it becomes clear that the foundation is solid because the coin delivers real technology. Now we come to the normal case, the realistic middle ground. The market grows healthily, Solana continues to develop. AI and web integration remain relevant, but without the hype. Here, we then see prices ranging from 32 cents to 64 cents. No moonshot, but a steady development, and with significantly less risk than with meme coins. Let's move on to the optimistic scenario. The breakthrough happens. Tars becomes the central AI infrastructure on Solana. The ecosystem grows, major partnerships are formed. The market finally understands what is actually being built here. Kai could break through the $1.60 mark in this scenario, and perhaps even more. With a strong community and high utility, we come to the extremely bullish scenario. The entire crypto market grows massively. AI is not just a hype, but a central part of the Web3 infrastructure. In this scenario, Tars is no longer unknown, but an established part of the AI sector in the crypto space. Then we're talking about prices from $3 to over $6, up to $12. And now I ask you, how many coins do you know that can technically and structurally support such a scenario? Let's now take a look at 2030. The big vision: by 2030, AI-powered tools, on-chain services, and modular super apps will become the standard in Web3. Tars could then play a key role in the Solana ecosystem. If that happens, in a few years we'll only look back nostalgically at prices below $1. In conclusion, you don't have to be 100% convinced today, but perhaps just a thought is enough. What if Tars is one of the few that can really deliver on the next big trends? Now that you know the potential of Tars, I'll link you to another altcoin here, which is also extremely exciting. Why this altcoin surprised me? All of that in the full analysis.